just a second, man, and we're gonna get this going. All right. Now that we got that going, y'all can see the title of this episode, this live, whatever you want to call it. Kanye West is really tweaking out. And Vitally really crashed out. So, with that being said, we are going to look at this video. It's probably like a 2-minute video of talking about Kanye West's recent tweet that he tweeted or posted, whatever you want. I'm still going to say tweeted, whatever y'all, I don't care what y'all say, on X. He tweeted out on X that when he was like, what, up until he was 14, I think, I don't remember how old he said he was. I don't even remember if he said how old he was. I don't care to know how old he was. But he said that him and his cousin were reading Playboy magazines, and then they would reenact what they saw with each other. Him and his male cousin. So he was basically, yeah, he was LGBTing himself with his own cousin. It is disgusting. So, and then Vitally crashed out, I think, in the Philippines. He did a crash out stream, apparently, and he, from what I heard, if I understand correctly, he could be facing up to, 50 years in prison in the Philippine jail, whatever. I think it was the Philippines. So those are the two things that what it do, man. Those are the two things that we are going to be looking at. Starting with your boys, Kanye West. Kanye and West. I never really did listen to Kanye's music. I most definitely ain't going to listen to his music now. But I figured just for the fun of it, reaction wise or whatever, after we watch this short little video talking about it, we're probably going to check out some of the song that he dropped called Cousins, related to that topic. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Kanye West claims he had an incestuous relationship with his male cousin when they were kids. The troubled rapper, 47, made the admission on X on Monday while releasing a snippet of a music video for a new song titled Cousins. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore, he told his followers. Perhaps in my self-centered mess I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6 and then we acted out what we saw. According to West.
So from the time he was 6 years old up until he was 14, he was doing that with his own cousin. These are your mates. These are y'all's mates. And then after he told his cousin that he wasn't going to do that no more, he just crashed out and killed a pregnant lady. Like, what? That don't make no sense, bro. That don't make no sense at all whatsoever.
He found the dirty magazines in the closet of his late mother, Donda West, who he recently claimed was a lesbian. My name is G and I sucked my cousin's DOK till I was 14, he concluded his message, adding, tweet sent. West sings on the track, hanging with my cousin reading dirty magazines / we seen some N as kiss, and we ain't know what that ST means / then we start reenacting everything that we had seen / that's when I gave my cousin head. The Grammy winner repeats that line several times before confessing that he told his cousin not to tell nobody. He continues, people tell me take it to my grave, truth will set you free someday. I don't think they understand that I'm not attracted to a man. The accompanying visual featured home videos, gun violence, semi-pornographic images, a sign that read, for FTS, and a burning cross.
So, you're not attracted to a man, but you were doing things that a man who's attracted to another man would do with another man. Make that make sense, y'all. Make that make sense. I keep telling y'all, boy, these are y'all's mates.
Both Kanye and his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, have.
I wonder what Andrew Tate thinks about him now. Because I remember they were talking this big game about possibly doing a podcast interview with Kanye West. And then he just goes out and does that. The only other thing I could think of is that this is a troll. That's the only other reason I could think of him putting that on the internet would be that it's a troll.
Spoken about the apparent cousin in question in the past. While endorsing President Trump ahead of his first term, Kanye told Jimmy Kimmel in August 2018, "My cousin is locked up for murder, and I love him. He did a bad thing, but I."
What he said, seems like 47 is the crash out age. John Cena turned bad at 47, Vito looked 47 and crashed out, and Kanye 47 crashing out. That's crazy, bro. These celebrities, bro, they're starting to they're the ones who are not willing to do what they're being told to do to keep their, I guess, platform or whatever, are starting to fall off at the age of 47. I don't know why 47, but it seems like 47 is the age of falling off.
Still love him. Kardashian with 2018. My cousin is locked up for murder, and I love him. He did a bad thing, but I still love him. Kardashian, with whom Kanye shares 4 young children, referenced the Yeezy founder's relative while meeting with Mark M. Howard, president of the Frederick Douglass Project for Justice organization, in April 2020. The prison reform advocate, 44, explained at the time, Kanye's aunt, my husband's aunt, his cousin has a double life sentence for a murder that he committed when he was 17.
A double life sentence, bro. That is crazy. That is wild. I don't know what's going on in Kanye's mind. I don't know what was going on in Kanye's mind at the time to make him think that was right. But Kanye's 47 now. He was 6 years old. So that was 41 years ago. I wonder how old his cousin is. Cause that could mean that, I don't know. It depends on how old his cousin was. Cause his cousin could have, yeah. Um, let's look at this video real quick. It's called Cousin. I don't know if this is the actual song or not, but I don't. This is not my mate. I don't know why, but this has me feeling like I'm watching some type of like snuff film on the dark web, like or then like weird videos, you know, where they have like just weird, creepy, distorted visuals with like weird, creepy sounds. Um, that's what I just felt like I watched. The way that sounds, like with the horrible quality, the beat, gives me weird, like twisted vibes. If that makes sense. Like something, something dark, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much. But that's the feeling that I get listening to that, and I don't like that. So with that being said, this is your boy Kanye West now in 2025. He is crashing out because he gave his cousin head. Now I don't know. It This low key sound like it was something that was recorded a long time ago. The reason why I say that is because nowadays with the technology that we have and the computers and the microphones and all that, the quality that we have, I don't think that a demo song would sound this horrible in quality. You would definitely be able to tell that it's unmixed, but that doesn't sound like a modern studio recorded demo. That sounds like it was something recorded in maybe the real early 2000s, maybe late 90s. I don't know when Kanye really started rapping, but that's about the era that it sounds like that's from. Maybe it was made to be that horrible in quality on purpose. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that Kanye West is most definitely cooked. That is a fact. So with that being said, let's check out what's going on with Vitaly, man. Let me see. Here's a 2 minute clip. We're gonna watch this first, and then we're gonna see what else we can find. This dude's standing here in handcuffs. And you know his Philippine lawyer don't even understand a single word he's saying too. So there's nothing explaining the situation in that clip. So we're going to move on. Says kick streamer repeatedly hit the elderly man, breaking his foot, and crashed the tricycle.
Okay, hold. Yeah. Clutch. And now. Okay.
First of all, bro, if you've never drove a motorcycle, why are you trying to learn how to drive one with a side cart? With a huge side cart at that. Yo, he broke that dude's toe. This dude gonna run somebody over and then start giving them like this annoyed tone in his voice. Like, bro, you're the one that literally ran the dude's foot over and broke his toe. Why are you getting annoyed with those people? You couldn't even stop the motorcycle. This is y'all's mate.
YouTuber Vitaly was just arrested in the Philippines and will reportedly not be deported and is set to face all of his charges in the country. Here's Vitaly crashing out at a McDonald's in the Philippines. Follow me, follow me. I need toilet, toilet, toilet. Toilet, please, toilet. Toilet, toilet. Toilet, toilet. Toilet, please. I'm about to take a shit. Ay, caca. Caca. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is not how you make a burger. Don't worry, brother. I got it. Don't worry. I'm the manager. My name is Vitaly.
Bro, you can't go to foreign countries and do the same stupid things that you do here in the US because they have different rules and they care about their people. When I say they, I mean like the police officers, the communities, they care about their own people. You can't go doing this type of stuff. This dude ran into a McDonald's, ran through the kitchen, talking about he has to use the toilet, ran into the back of the restaurant, talking about he's about to poop, and then just goes into the kitchen and starts cooking. Like, you can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't.
Ron McDonald, it's me. The manager told me to cook. We need some salt and pepper. Don't make me look for it. All right, motherfucker, I got some. Salt, give me salt. One guy claiming, you gotta admit, this guy is too fucking funny. Another guy claiming, is this what got him 20 years? Someone else saying, he was completely wrong and should be punished. But that does not deserve 1 year in prison. Let's be honest. 2 weeks in jail maybe. Maybe a huge fine. And banned from visiting the country would be plenty. But another guy even saying, this is an unpopular take, but I have been all over East Asia. As much as I thought you would enjoy the polite society, it gets old very quickly. It's a trade-off. You won't get killed or stolen from over there, but it's sterile and boring. Basically justifying that Vitaly's actions were fine. No, he didn't do that. Here's...
So, what, you would much rather live in the hood where you're getting shot at every day? Or you rather live in a country that has a high crime rate because you're bored? These are y'all's mates, bro. These are y'all's mates. I keep telling y'all over and over and over again, these are y'all's mates. This is why people are retarded.
Another clip of it.
The retardation runs deep in the DNA of these retards.
And he was actually harassing and disrespecting locals, trying to give them money, but when they didn't accept it, he did this.
Cha, excuse me, madam, madam,
Sorry.
I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay, okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck. Go get your vaccine.
People in the comments are ruthless. One guy saying he doesn't deserve to live. Thank goodness he'll be dying in our prison. I hope he enjoys his stay. The guy saying,
Dang.
but when they didn't accept it.
Bro, y'all listen. I'm gonna play this part again. He said catching preds with it. Nope. Apparently not. I guess he got tired of it. But I'm gonna play this part again and listen to what this dude just told this probably 40-year-old woman. Listen.
He did this.
Cha, excuse me, madam, madam,
Sorry.
I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay, okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck. Go get your vaccine.
People in the comments are ruthless. One guy saying he doesn't deserve to live. Thank goodness he'll be dying in our prison. I hope he enjoys his stay.
You can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up. These are your mates. You tell somebody you're gonna rob them because they're not stopping to talk to you. And you wonder why you got arrested and is now being charged. I hope he does time. Like, I thought maybe he finally just kind of had like a mental breakdown or something. Like he was, because he always seemed like he was on the verge of just melting down. Excuse me. When I first heard that he did a crash out stream, I thought maybe he finally just had that mental break and just started going crazy. No, this dude's in his right mind. Well, actually, he's not in his right mind, but he is conscious and well aware of what he is doing and is doing it on purpose for likes, clicks, and views. I hope that he does a significant amount of time now. He can become a permanent Philippine citizen over there. Philippine citizen over there. In the prisons. And I could honestly probably care less because of what he's doing.
Yes.
He's making us Americans over there look bad.
And he's out of.
That's to say that he even is a legal citizen of the U.S. to begin with. Who knows? Maybe he went over there because he knew he was illegal and didn't want to get deported by Trump.
Control. He needs a straitjacket and an electric chair. One
Dang.
guy even saying that he might be on drugs. He's drunk and high. He fucked up a big time unless he can bribe his way out or cut it short. 29 years is a very long time. Now, it doesn't stop there, as Vitaly actually tells a police officer that he wants to shove a banana up his booty.
Sir, I have a question.
He said, look at Myron's reaction to it. But I'm going to look at it after this part, because I don't know if y'all just heard this or not. I'm going to go back and play this again so y'all can hear it. And after this part of the clip, we're going to go check out Myron's reaction. But listen to this.
His way out or cut it short. 29 years is a very long
Not this
time.
part. This part coming up.
Now, it doesn't stop there, as Vitaly actually tells a police officer that he wants to shove a banana up his booty.
Sir, I have a question. I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty?
What?
Is that okay or no? Okay. Huliin mo, kuya. Huliin mo. Huliin mo yan. Huliin mo.
I think he just took the cop's bike too.
He's not chasing me. I know. Boss, I want you to chase me. Can I have a hug? Do you mad at me? Okay.
One guy says his banana joke will be popular in jail.
Oh man, bro. Clout is more deadly than drugs itself in this generation. Clout is more deadly than drugs itself. So, if you guys are trying to get famous, don't try to get famous off of crashing out, because at that point you will have to continuously crash out to retain your fame, and will put you in positions such as this. That's a fact. All right, last part of the stream, we're gonna go check out Myron's reaction. Let's see here.
Going to jail, y'all can look and see that they actually do get arrested by the cops. I mean, hell, to this day, Burbank PD has still contacted me to come out as a witness on one of the cases that we did when I was out there with him. So it's 100% real. For all the people that say that, oh, these predator things are a lie, that's not true. They're 100% real. What's up, Frank? You want to say what's up? Hey, say hello to the audience, guys. This is Frank. Called me back in Miami in early April. I'm all right, lit.
Hacking each other in Miami. But recently, he came back to the internet. And he's came back to the internet a few times, but in the most recent time, he decided to come back to the internet and essentially be a knockoff Johnny Somali for some reason. And in his comeback, he was definitely...
Now, I do think it's important for you guys to know that this guy, Atazi, like, most of his content, from what I've seen, is Johnny Somali stuff. He's been covering the Johnny Somali case out of Korea. And for those that are unaware in the streamer world, Johnny Somali is a nuisance streamer that basically has been all over Asia, causing problems, playing loud music, harassing citizens, etc.
You know what? I remember seeing a couple of those clips, bro. And when some of them Asian people were squaring up with him and really, I was really hoping that dude would have got his ass whooped. Nothing gets on my nerves more than people who go around acting a fool towards other people in public who they don't know and they don't know them for absolutely no reason other than it's like Jack Doherty gay ass over here bumping into people, getting all tough, and then hiding behind a security guard. Boy, I wish I would run. Oh, dude, I can't stand that type of stuff, bro. That's the type of stuff that'll make you crash out for real.
He got arrested in South Korea, and there's a couple of YouTubers that have been covering his case extensively. I've talked about it to a degree, but guys like my buddy Andrew Esquire, aka Legal Mindset, this guy Atazi covered the case in far more detail, and now they're both covering the Vitaly stuff. So I'm touching on it specifically because I know Vitaly personally, and I know he's about to get a lot of press, bad press. But I want to give you guys my take from someone that actually knows Vitaly personally. So, but we'll watch this video and kind of give our comments after or during, if it warrants.
Not wise when it comes to picking the country to be a nuisance in. The Philippines. I don't know why you would ever want to come to the Philippines and go live with the title "I'm here now" because
I think I was at either Penn State or maybe even this happened before InfoWars, I think. Or no, I think I was at InfoWars when this story broke out originally that he got arrested. But then they walked him out like this. They perp walked him. So I was like, oh shit, here we go.
yeah, the smirk he had during his arrest and mugshot, that's completely gone. Dude, he was warned multiple times. He didn't care. He just openly embraced going to jail in the Philippines on his stream. And now he's in even more trouble than what I think he's ever been in his life. And that really, really sets the bar when you look at his situation that happened in Miami. Because if you have a horrific attack
back in like 2020, and that's kind of what led him to becoming sober and stuff like that.
Look at his situation that happened.
He got arrested for like assaulting a jogger, a female jogger, back in like 2020, and that's kind of what led him to becoming sober and stuff like that.
Crazy, boy. When he means sober, what does he mean? Like, not drinking or smoking or something anymore? Or sober as in not crashing out anymore? Because clearly, whatever he did didn't last for that long.
Which we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But that's what he's referring to. An attack that happened back in like early.
Vitaly is just one of them dudes that he has to be in the spotlight. Otherwise, he's going to go crazy. He is his own worst enemy.
2020 on a jogger in Miami Beach, not too far from here.
Record, and somehow you're in more trouble than what you were then? Oh boy. So, what are they charging them for?
Vitaly engaged in multiple disruptive and inappropriate acts, including attempting to kiss and grab him, trying to seize his service firearm, taking videos of him without consent, mocking other security guards, and vlogging without a permit in BGC. Also, in Vitaly's latest video in BGC, nakita siyang sumasakay ng patrol motorcycle na walang
So, I had to for saying, unlawfully taking security guard's firearm. That's a serious charge. That is,
Unlawfully taking a security guard's firearm. I want to know what goes through your mind to make you think that you can do such things and get away with them, bro.
Did this happen after my coverage? Did this happen after he was arrested? I don't remember that being on the stream that I skimmed through. That is a serious charge. Then you have the 2 counts of theft if they go after him for taking the motorcycle and the industrial fan. And then also that face mask, but they returned the face mask pretty quickly. So we'll see what they do there. Then you have the threatening to rob an old lady as well. But what I didn't know until now is apparently if you steal a motorcycle in the Philippines, you can actually get up to life in prison. And this is
That's crazy.
Wait,
but
so
what I didn't know until now is apparently if you steal a motorcycle in the Philippines, you can actually get up to life in prison. And this is
Yeah, I think Vitaly screwed himself big time, bro.
That's crazy, bro. So carnapping, as it's known, can lead to significant penalties under RA 10883, the new Anti-Carnapping Act of 2016. Dude, that is crazy. That stealing a motorcycle can really get you jammed up like that in the Philippines.
I mean, you shouldn't be touching things that don't belong to you in the first place anyways.
all due to a newer and stricter law they put in place around 2016. Now, will he get life in prison? There's no way. But the fact that you would even go to a country and do something that can give you a maximum...
Also, guys, do me a favor. We got we got almost 5,000 you guys in here. So, guys, do me a solid. Like the video, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like and red pill them on not just women, but up to 3,000.
of life in prison is insane. I am seeing multiple locals say that he could be facing up to 24 years in prison, as it's up to 12 years for each of the counts of theft there. And that's just the theft cases alone. And then you have all these other charges up here as well. So, will he get this...
You got the assault. Well, I don't know about assault. But you asked the police to shove a banana up his ass. Which that's... If a man asks another man, can they put something in your bunghole, that should automatically count as assault.
Time? Probably not. But I don't think he's going to just leave the country next week, to put it lightly. It seems like they very much so want to charge him. So then they go on to say that charges also stem from incidents where Vitaly is seen grabbing a security guard's hat, attempting to seize another guard's firearm, and threatening to rob a woman in Bonifacio Global C. Now, Secretary Ramola, who was the guy that essentially had him perp walked out there in front of the whole country, now he said
The fact that they're not deporting him, and they brought him on stage and basically perp walked him in front of the entire nation of the Philippines, and now pretty much the world at this point, because this story is, hitting everywhere. They're not just gonna they're gonna try to make an example of Vitaly is what I'm worried about, which is what it seems.
And you can't really blame them because they don't want other people going over there thinking that it's okay to do that. That's facts.
Because it would actually be cheaper for the government to just remove him. But they're like, nah, we're gonna keep him here, we're gonna jail him, and we're gonna perp walk him in front of everybody. And I think this is in retaliation to what Johnny Somalia is doing over in Korea.
Probably, bro. I would not be surprised at all. They do not want people going over there messing their stuff up, and I do not blame them. Because I don't want those illegals here messing our stuff up.
Because there's been an influx of streamers, especially kick streamers, going to these foreign countries that have high trust and just creating problems. Japan, Korea, Philippines, etc. These Asian societies that are what I call high trust societies, right? Where, you know, if you're in Japan, for example, it's very peaceful, serene, quiet. You're on a train, nobody's talking, it's quiet. Everyone has their headphones in. If you fall asleep on the train like this and your phone falls out your pocket, like a passerby will literally take the phone and put it in your pocket as you're sitting there asleep. Like, it's a very high trust society. There's like no fucking crime. No crime in these places. So Johnny Somali goes to Japan, creates a whole bunch of problems, kicked out. Then he goes to Korea to film content. Now he's in the middle of a trial.
Why do they feel the need to leave the country? Is it because they think they can get away with it? Or what? With that being said, bro, I gotta go. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mamas, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. Deuces. This has been a goofy ass YouTube stream. For real.